Have you heard people say that Egypt and Ethiopia are in a silent war over the Nile River? Well, they're not exactly fighting with weapons, but what is happening between those two countries is one of Africa's most intense geopolitical standoffs. So let's unpack why in this video. The Nile River is Africa's longest river, stretching through 11 countries. But when it comes to power and politics, everything centers on one main branch, the Blue Nile, which starts in Ethiopia. That branch provides nearly 85% of all water that eventually reaches Egypt. And so for Egypt, the Nile isn't just a river. It is life itself, and that is evidenced by the fact that over 90% of its 118.4 million people depend on it for drinking water, farming, and energy. The problem Egypt has now is that in 2011, Ethiopia started building the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, Africa's largest hydroelectric project. Ethiopia says this dam will lift millions of people out of poverty by producing enough power to light up the entire Horn of Africa. But Egypt fears that this could reduce the flow of water it depends on, especially during droughts. And so while Ethiopia sees this dam as a symbol of progress and sovereignty, Egypt, on the other hand, views it as a potential threat to its survival. At the heart of this tension are old treaties written by Britain during its colonial era that gave Egypt most of the Nile's water, agreements that Ethiopia never signed. Add to that years of failed negotiations over how quickly the dam should be filled and how water should be shared, especially in dry seasons. Each side insists it is protecting its people's future. Just to be clear, there is no fighting on ground, but this is a quiet power struggle. Egypt has used diplomacy, alliances, and international pressure to push back. Ethiopia, meanwhile, has pushed forward, filling and partially operating the dam. There have even been cyber attacks, propaganda battles, and military drills near the border, and all these are signs that both sides are watching each other very closely. Today, the GERD is producing power, but this battle is far from over. For Egypt, it is about water security, and for Ethiopia, it is about development and independence. But for Africa, it is a test of how the continent handles shared natural resources in a rapidly changing world. So you speak to me in the comments. Can Africa find a way to share its greatest river without turning it into a battlefield? Because honestly, we have way too many battles going on at the minute. Good night.